Right, hello everyone, and welcome to a new video. If you're new here, my name is Mohammed. We continue our training and preparation for Elastic Certified Engineer exam, and today we will start with a new topic. We did a video for this one, and now we continue with the searching or with searching data, and we will see how we're gonna write and execute a search query that is a Boolean combination of multiple queries and filters, right? With that being said, let's jump to the documentation and see what's the definition of Boolean. So Boolean, it's in a DSL query or in Elasticsearch queries, is a way where we can, let's say, write a complex query where we can use a must, filter, should, and must not. This is the four keys that we can use in our DSL. So must, when we use it, so it must appear. So here our query or our clause or our search must appear in a matching document, and it will contribute to the score. Filter is doing the same as must. It must appear in a matching document, but it doesn't impact the scoring. So what's the difference? So let's say if we search for something, let's say username or flight or a product equal Apple, for example. If we use must, right? And if we use filter, so when we use the filter, let's say we are like the source is 10 documents. Like here, the 10 documents, it doesn't matter. If we have a document contain Apple, then it will return the 10 document, which is not the case for must, or is quite different between filter. Like here, when we use must, it sorts also 10 documents that contain word Apple, for example, but the sort, like the number one, the document number 1, 2, 3, and 4, it will be based on the score, and the score is calculated when we use must, when we use should, when we use also must not, but not in a filter. Should like the clause should appear in the matching document, and finally we have must not. It's the inverse of must. So here the clause must not appear in the matching. Now, if we want to combine between the four or all these four in one query, we have to use a Boolean, or as we call it, bool here in the query. And here we define, for example, here must, and here we go add our must query, and here filter, and we add our filter here, must not, should not, and so on and so forth, right? So this is the syntax of using Boolean. For sure here there is some other filters, or there is some other examples that you can follow, but in our environment, what we're gonna use, we will have two scenarios. We will use the first one, we will use e-commerce, there are sample from Kibana, and then we will use Kibana sample flights. So we already did this, like adding these samples in the previous video. If you didn't do that, so you can click on try samples. Here it will redirect you to this 3 samples, and you upload all the 3 of them, and then you go here to discover, and you will be able to find. So the first scenario said identify users who order a product price of above $100 in the last 7 days. So here we can run the query here, but during the exam they ask you to do a DSL, and here you're gonna write KQL, right? Not DSL. To run DSL query, we have to go to DevTools, and here let me close this one, and here we will run, or we will search for another query, right? So the first one, so what we do, we will get, starts with the get. Here the name of the index, since we are going to use e-commerce, so here data, I don't know what's the name, yes, here we go, this one. So here we call search endpoint, then we go. So as we saw here, so we have 3 conditions, right? We have the first one should be order, right? Let me highlight it. Then it's above $100. Then we have this time range 7 days, right? So we have this. Let me duplicate this one. So we have three conditions, right? So the first, the second, and the third one. So the third one is the time range is, so it's not the log, is e-commerce. The second condition is last 7 days, like this. All right, let me add more time. So let's just imagine that we have data for the, or this is last 7 days, and here what was the, yeah, it should be ordered. I mean, if we open the document here, if you don't know the field, you can come here and you search for the field. So here we saw type, order, right? And the other condition is the price is above or the purchase is above $100, right? So if we come here and we see products, right? So so here base price, so here as you can see it's 50 plus 87 or 82, sorry. Yes, here the product price, right? And yes, here, and here we have the total price. So we need this one, total taxless or tax full total price, right? So here we go. So we can add the condition here. So it's total or text full text price. So here it should be more than $100, and here as you can see it's applied, here it's order, and here the output, right? So how we can do this one? So the first one is we will start with the query, then we will call bool or boolean, and here the first one is must. It's like we will go with the must, and here must what? So I will go with, you have to choose the aggregate or the search. Here we're going to use a term, right? And here the term, so what we choose the here type, also we can add it here, and type equal order, for example, right? So, and here I update. So here the first term or the first filter here is the is the field, let's call it type, right? And here it's gonna be, sorry, it's gonna be order. So here I run. So again, every time when you run your query, try to test it. Don't run all, or don't write all the query, then you test it. So whenever you add a clause, or whenever you add a part of the query, then like please give it a try and see if it works or no. Here I will close this one, comma, and here I will add. I go here to the line. I will add filter. Right? What's the filter here? I want to. What's this? I said this one. So here we have the fields, right? Or here, sorry, here we have the endpoint. So this can be so here if we search for a range, right? And the field here, the field is this one, text full total price, and here it's greater than, so here GTE is greater than or equal, and here is less than or equal. In our case we just want greater than, right, and not equal. So it's greater than, like this, and here I will do 100. So here it returns the values, it returns the documents, and here if you notice 950 document. Why? Because here we didn't specify the time range, right? So if I go here, also I add another filter, and I call also, let me do this, not here, 1 second. Yes, it's supposed to be here, another range. Here we go. Okay, so I cannot duplicate the range here. So let me do it in the must. right? So I will do close this two, and I will do range, and here field is timestamp. Not 1 second. So do we have order dates, or I just go with the timestamp? Yeah, I'll just go with the timestamp. Or sorry, we have order dates. Perfect. So I'll go here with the order dates. Here we go. Order dates is greater than or equal. I don't need less than. And here I say the syntax is like this now, or now minus 3 days, like this. There we go. Here error in the syntax, so it said, yeah, so we have to add it here, not here. 1 second. So this is 1, 2. I do this. Yeah, so it's supposed to be here. Let me just remove this. Here we go. Now if we run, so this is the number, the total number for the last 30 days. Here we go. So this is the output, right? Now, here we go. Now if we go to the second scenario, what it said, identify flights delay by more than 2 hours operated by a specific airline in the past week. So we have the first condition, then we have second condition, then we have the third condition. Here we go. There we go. Let's go now to Kibana. Remove this one. So we go to data flights, and here let's search for the conditions again. Give me 1 second. All right. So as I said, delay. Okay, so let's search for the delay first. So the delay, do we have a field? Here we go. Delay per minute. Right. Let's remove this 0 and see. Here we go. We have the delay. Now what we have as well, this is the first condition, the second. Okay, so let's filter based on Kibana airline, for example. All right, so it's a company name, not destination. Let's open one document and see an example. Here we go, this one, career. So if we search, and here we add it. Here we go. What we filter based on this value. So here we do career equal Kibana and update. Another condition is, and what's this, delay per minute is more than 2 hours, which is 120. Then we update. Here we go. As you can see, all the here all the flights, or the total number of flights, that's the delay is more than 120 or 2 hours, let's say, or 120 minutes. And here the company is Kibana Airlines, right? So how we do it in a DSL? So we come here, let's write the same. So we have Kibana, sample flights, search query. And here we're gonna start with a query, and here we will start with a bool. And the first, or how many conditions do we have? We have 1, 2, not this one, 1, 2, and also the time range, right? So I will copy paste the same syntax, right? So it's just copy paste the same syntax on here and modify the fields. So here the first one, so we have a range. I will start with a range, which is flight delay per minute. Here we go. It's greater than 120, and here I will keep the range, but here I will change to timestamp because it's not out the date, right? And here the carrier must be Kibana Airline or Kibana Airlines. Term yes, is here, carrier, and here the value should be Kibana Airline. Let me go back. So here when I run, so as you can see, this is the output and this is the output, right? And if you remember the score that I said, since must impact the score, so the sort will be here different. Like if you see the score from here, right, to this one. So this is the score. Another point, if you don't know how to write the syntax or something, like here it's much easier, and I showed previously how you can find the KQL or the DSL from here. So you come here to inspect, and here you go to the request, and you go all the way down. Here you will find the query. So if you copy paste the query from here, right, let's go to the console and let's run it, or let's type the query again. Kibana flights search. Here we go. So I'll just add this here and close another one from here, and here you go. So it's bool, here is using the filter here, and here is using should, and here is using range, right? So if you run it again, you will get the same result, right? And this again, this one is applying just a filter. So must is empty, as you can see, should is empty, must not is empty. And again, what we said here, when we use the filter, there is no score, or it will not impact the score. So if we come here to the score, you will find it 0, right? We get to the end of this video. Let me know in the comment section if you have any question, and we'll see you in the next video.